Yes, good day to you, everyone. This is an update range for November, and first and foremost, I would like to appreciate all our clients for your patience and your consistent trust in us. Over the past couple of months, you have been trusting, you've been following up, communicating, you've been visiting us, you've been showing support at different levels. And this is me appreciating you for all that you've done so far. So in the month of November, there are a few highlights that needs to be communicated. Of course, we're putting some together through our newsletter, and you'll be able to check and read as much as possible about things that we are getting involved in the month of November. But primarily, I'll be talking more about the harvests and then a little bit about other things, as you'll be able to get to see them in the newsletter that will be sent via to your email via this platform on Spotify. Of course, you could also get a copy of it elsewhere. In the month of November, of course, we will be discussing the second harvest we made last year. And in this second harvest, it was a bit delayed. Of course, recorded a bit of challenges, which was the fact that because of the few weeks delay on the harvest, we experienced certain um, losses in terms of the products. But of course, none of those were affected, or none of the clients will be affected by those indices. We were able to sell a significant amount of plantain, and we're currently putting them together to ensure that every client's number would be appropriately calculated. And then, of course, we'll send an email out to everyone that is due. So for everyone that were not able to harvest their farm in the June, July harvest period, of course, all of those farms are harvested. Of course, the harvesting literally happened sometimes October, I think mid late October. Yeah, that was when that happened. And right now, we are actually just sorting through the data. And of course, for the end of November, every client will be paid according to what the farm had produced. Now, there are two categories of people in most of our harvests, right, since the year started. The first category are people that their farm have developed the way it was projected to develop. And so the harvest is strictly coming from their farm. That's category one. Category two are for category two are majorly for clients who have started their farm, but their farm had one or two challenges that affected their production the way it was projected. And those clients, DUFMA's plantain farm, most of the harvests that we did there, of course, we calculated what those farm ought to have had, and then that is what we are going to pay them. So, of course, nonetheless, every client that was projected to be paid for an harvest that ought to have happened or that the farm ought to have but could not experience because of challenges. Of course, DOFMA is going to be affording them the harvest from DOFMA's own farm, plantain farm, and that would make the harvest easy. We don't want to go through stories, and that's why we've taken this approach. And we're trying to ensure that the client's investment is also safeguarded. Of course, there are plans which will be made available in 2024 to regularize all forms of harvest that are done either in because they are ready for harvest, or it's an harvest given out in an expectation that their farm produces soon, and then we can rationalize and regularize. But we'll be regularizing all harvest in 2024. But for now, we want to make sure that every client that is expecting an harvest gets what they are expecting. And that's not about harvest. So I'm certain that before the end of this month, our client account would ring an alert. And that's November updates as much as possible. Um so the other things that needs to be noted in November is that we're able to, of course, acquire more lands in Ibadan, precisely in Iwari, in Ijayi. We're able to acquire more land there, and these lands are going to be used largely for plantain cultivations, and then of course a bit of cashew as well. Of course, we are equally starting cluster farming. So we've been putting out the applications out there for those interested, and this cluster farming is going to be centered around cassava and yam. But then more information about this will be communicated. We've currently started working on our websites, and I'm certain that by 2024, clients will be able to access our websites and get most of the updates they require from there. And also, we would be transferring our clients, as I stated last month, to a channel, WhatsApp channel, as we'll be discontinuing our WhatsApp group so that clients can have more privacy. We channel client's number and data are kept private, so nobody gets to know anybody's number, and our clients' privacy is placed at the center of our activity for clients. Now, talking about in 2024, of course, we've created a document that helps farmers. So if there's any of our clients currently that owns farmland with us that has their own external farm elsewhere, these clients will be able to um, get a workbook that can help them keep their farm operational. And more details about this will be seen on our website. You can always check when it's readily available. These are summary of November update. I do hope you get everything. If there are any questions you need, you can always just throw our email, dofma.solutions@gmail.com, or you could always dial our company number 080 222 or you could leave us a WhatsApp message with the same number as to the company, as we have delegated that duty to a staff to see all messages that come to that place and report them down to the management. With all of that, I want to appreciate you once more for your time and trust in us, and we hope to do better by you. Thank you. Bye.